This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat. Now, far we keeping a foot on the wood. Oh, yeeks. We keeping a foot on the wood. Oh, yeeks. And like the Tibetan marriage sheriff that I am, man. Like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying whoop. Leave me the pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts its pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Errol the True Spence loved being the underdog. The last time that Errol the True Spence was an underdog was in the Kell Brook fight. And in that fight, what we saw was Errol the True Spence proved the emphatic point. The Chris Algieri fight was another fight that Errol the True Spence was the underdog. And what did Errol the True Spence prove in those fights? Categorically, emphatically, without question and without fail, that he is Mr. Tactical Aggression, that he is Mr. Technical Punching Placement, and that he is Mr. Body Snatching Work, the living on style, the punishment style. Errol the True Spence proved that when his back is pushed against the walls, that when he is a underdog, he comes out on top. Manny Pacquiao and his team are making an AARP retirement Pac-Man style fatal error. And that's treating Errol the True Spence as if he's the underdog. I actually love this. This is the perfect storm. Because guys that are true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics, Godzilla edition, guys that have to always go out there and prove an emphatic point like a Errol the True Spence, they find themselves always feeling that they have to rise to the occasion. They have to have a phoenix rising above the ashes moment. They have to basically prove emphatically, unquestionably, or without fail, that they are without question the guys that dominate the sport the way that they dominate the sport. When we look at Errol the True Spence, we see a fighter that is about his shit. We see a fighter that's serious. We see a fighter that is not here to play. We see a fighter that is basically telling you that when it's all said and done, he's going to systematically break down Manny Pacquiao. When Errol the True Spence also talked about sparring Floyd Mayweather, you guys have to understand why I knew at that moment he was the truth and there was no lies in his damn fist. Because in that moment, we saw a guy that basically took the error-filled fighter in Floyd Mayweather and basically said, you know what? You're an error-filled fighter for this genre, this time. But I'm the up-and-coming error-filled fighter for the next genre and the next time. Woo! What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. So hear me fucking well. You're the error-filled fighter of this time. Andre Ward was right in between us. He's the unofficial error-filled fighter. You know, we got to say that again because we got to give SOG his respect. Andre Ward was the unofficial error-filled fighter between us. But now, I'm the up-and-coming error-filled fighter, and it's my time. So when Richard Schaefer infamously said, an era has ended, a new era has begun, we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. It's because Richard Schaefer only puts his money behind cash cows, rock stars, boogeymans, and guys that are game changers. Errol the True Spence is a game-changing boxer. He's a boxing savant. Everything he does in the boxing ring spells error-filled fighter because he is the most technically and fundamentally sound fighter in the game. That's his error-filled fighting skills. That's his error-filled fighter special ability. Floyd Money Mayweather's error-filled fighter special ability was the fact that he was a human CompuBox. He would figure you out, collect the data, and break your rabbit ass down via the shoulder roll Mayweather defense. Andre Ward, his error-filled fighting ability was he was a jack of all trades. He basically swagger jacked everybody's skill set. And then he had his own ability to have an indomitable will. He had that Batman will that he would not lose no matter what. This is the fate that error-filled fighters deal with. The inevitable fate that they are what they are. Error-filled fighters. So when we look at Errol the True Spence, we see the truth. We don't see no lies in his damn fist. So it's evident for Richard Schaefer said we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. August 21st, Manny Pacquiao is going to learn just like Oscar De La Hoya learned. when Oscar De La Hoya was the guy and Floyd Mayweather came in as the underdog. Manny Pacquiao, AARP retirement Pac-Master, I told him to fill out his rabbit-ass AARP card because he's going to get properly retired come August 21st. He's going to learn just like Sergey Kovalev learned against Andre Ward when Andre SOG Ward was a middleweight that jumped up 168 pounds and he fought the hardest guy in the damn division at 175, something that a cinnamon dust of a Horchata of an Alvarez is allergic to. Elite black fighting competition, or elite competition nevertheless. This is what airfield fighters do. They make a legacy, they make a name out of themselves, and they create an era out of themselves because of the fact that being an airfield fighter requires heavyweight lifting, and heavyweight lifting the notion. There's a changing of a guard that has to happen. The passing of the torches will take place. This is the rush hour of boxing. And come August 21st, Errol the True Spence's mission statement, his subject line is he's here to lord over and dominate the welterweight division. That means that Manny Pacquiao has to be properly bulldozed, properly steamrolled, and properly plowed through. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat two-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Eeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Eeks. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.